everyone, it's Val the Huntress and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, or welcome back. I do pick a card readings and other spiritual based video topics. If you have subscribed, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing if this reading resonates with you. Great, so today's topic is going to be, I want to ask Spirit, who is your alter ego, and any messages that want to come through from your alter ego. So we're going to look into characteristics, personality. I'm just leaving this really open as to what has come through. I've pre-shuffled some tarot and oracle cards, and I've written some channeled messages for each of the piles. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, you go with your gut and what feels right. If you want to listen to both of them. Also, I've opened up my new jewelry shop with Dark Goddess jewelry, so I'll link that in the description box as well if you're keen to have a look. And if you want to book a personal reading with me as well, you can find all my details in the description box below. Awesome. Don't forget to come follow me on TikTok and Instagram. My handle is @ValOfAHuntress. And welcome to all the new subscribers too. And keep commenting because I love to hear how it resonates with you. It kind of keeps me motivated as well to keep putting out videos for you guys. Awesome. So let's jump into this. So I'm going to have 4 piles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess, let's just jump right into this. So pile number 1, who's your alter ego? Hey pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be asking the question, who is your alter ego and what messages do they have for you? So let's have a look. So your channeled message, I don't know if you can see, what I was picking up on: Egyptian vibes, Isis, leader, you balance all life, don't mess with me attitude. So I want to look at the first, these 2 cards first, the overall energy. So we have passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and the angel of psychic ability. Your intuition and psychic abilities are strong at present. So your alter ego. I am getting that this group is either I'm getting real feminine energy. So I mean, you can still be masculine, have feminine energy, right? So because we have both. So I'm just getting this energy of someone who is very, but I am getting something very strongly around women here, and leading other women, leading with courage, leading with strength. This is your alter ego. I'm just seeing a group. It's kind of like a group of women leaders that there's a lot of motherly energy coming through as well for this group, especially with Isis being balancing of home and career. It's kind of like this group. Your alter ego is someone who can have it all. So whether this is that you want a family and you want to have a career, it's kind of very driven and very balanced. And I feel here with this passion card too, it's kind of like your alter ego is someone that doesn't settle for kind of just one thing in life. They want to go for everything. They want to, I'm kind of getting really multifaceted. The personality, I'm just going to say you, because it's this is your alter ego, but I'll just say you to make it easier. So it's kind of yeah, you won't settle for one thing. You want to do many things, and it's kind of limitless that you could possibly have, say, for example, a family life and a career, and, you know, have some other, some type of group or organization or like community group or something that you're wanting to lead, you know. So it's kind of like very using all these different strengths and different abilities that you have and putting it into all these different, getting just really multifaceted in this, and that you create from, there's a very like, very, I'm kind of getting to that you have had, like, especially this Egyptian vibes, that you have obviously had a past life, um, or you really, really resonate to with the Egyptian goddesses, Egyptian time, because I feel that this is very connected to your alter ego. And I feel like this is someone you have been in a past life, like your alter ego. Like, they're showing me that this is someone that you have actually been before. So you were in charge of like a lot of other, like leading, not only females too, but I am seeing males, like some type of, just like this queen, this Isis queen, like goddess energy coming through, that you have actually led, led like a lot of people. And getting clans. This is going back. So this is very linked to your past life as well. And so perhaps in this life you could be struggling with kind of like, it's kind of this split in between who you know you're meant to be and this like, or, you know, where it's a general reading, so we're all in the different stages, but it's like this thing where you know who you're meant to be and you don't want to settle, and you kind of would have feel this kind of emptiness if you didn't go for your, like, have, like, you, if you didn't have like you don't want to just settle and do one thing. I feel like you would just feel empty if you didn't kind of like challenge yourself and reach for all these. Yeah, it's like I'm just getting like lots of different pathways that kind of bring you, yeah, like joy and passion. And you probably really, like, your alter ego is very creative as well. And especially with this psychic ability coming through, I feel that this group is very, I feel you've recently went through another awakening which opened up more of your psychic abilities, I'm being shown, especially with something around your clairvoyance and your sight. And also I'm being told that you can, like, yeah, so this alter ego is very, very strong, very clairvoyant, very psychic in the ability that your alter ego holds. And it's kind of like, also you can look at people and you know exactly, like, she's looking through, you know, like these rays coming through her eyes. It's like you will look at someone and know exactly, you just know about that person. You just have a knowing. You just need to look at something like a person and you would know everything about them. I'm getting your alter ego is saying that your alter ego has the key to unlock the door to all these other pathways. It's like you're meant to be not just doing one thing. Your alter ego wants you to try many different things, and I feel perhaps with some of you this has been locked, and it's like connecting to your alter ego would help to unlock the doorway to many different paths. I'm also getting to many different lifetimes as well. This group has, you have a lot of past lives that are coming through that I can see. Yeah, and this don't mess with me attitude, like your alter ego is not one to like F with, because you know when people are shitting you. And yeah, I'm kind of getting like spirit communicates with you, especially I'm getting around your dream time, but you have strong connection to spirit, and they actually tell you a lot of things, and I feel like you're being guided to do something to unlock this more, is what I'm being shown. Very spiritual connection. Your alter ego thrives on spirituality, the psychic ability, different realms. Very, very connected even to the angelic realm as well, is what I'm getting. And it's kind of like, so we have self-worth and service. It's kind of like your alter ego, and I'll just say, you know, what you would kind of struggle with, I can see, is knowing that it's like you have all these gifts, you have the potential to do all these things, but perhaps you kind of doubt yourself and kind of say, who am I to do this? Whereas you actually have a lot of strong psychic abilities and knowledge because you have had all these past lives and this is what you have done before. And so in stepping into this, it would kind of, I'm being told that you'd have to, it's kind of like remembering who you were, remembering that you've already done this before and all the knowledge is already within you, is what I'm getting. So it's kind of like you are a leader and you are multifaceted, and I'm just getting that connecting more into your past lives would actually help to unlock the potential of you fully standing into this, is what I'm getting. Let's see if there's anything else coming through. There's a lot of things. I'm also being told that if you did fully stand into this alter ego, where you were fully in your spiritual power and on your spiritual pathway, as I was saying, these are all different paths because you have so many different layers and so many different strengths to you that you'd want to keep doing, that you'd want to pursue. But I am getting that this would actually bring you quite a lot of financial abundance and stability, and it's kind of also the key to unlocking financial wealth and stability within your life as well. Any last messages? Let's see. Yeah, the Star. I feel there is a longing to connect to this more. You're wanting to connect more into the spiritual realm. Like I said, you've been through some type of spiritual awakening recently that's heightened more of your psychic abilities, and your soul is yearning to fully stand into this. I'm just getting it. This is what you're meant to be doing. This is like, and I just see like the more you unlock these parts of you, the more that you'll remember who you were and who you were in past lives, and this would kind of like bring you the fulfillment that you were seeking and the financial abundance also that you are wanting. Great, that's all I have for poll number 1. If you found this interesting and it resonated, please give my video a thumbs up because it really helps my content. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me as well, all the details are in the description box below. And yeah, leave a comment as well, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya. Hey Pal 2, and welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be asking the question, what is the question? Who is your alter ego, and any messages that want to come through from your alter ego. So let's have a look. So your channeled message is shapeshifter. I can be whoever you want me to be. I also was picking up on serpent, like snake, spirit animal coming through for this group when I tuned into this channel message that I've written for you. Okay, so we have the goddess of knowledge. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. Interesting. More Egyptian vibes coming into this group as well. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit fun to shine. Your alter ego. Let's just tune into these cards first before I pull out the rest. So you'll kind of have like your alter ego has like a multifaceted personality, especially with the shapeshifter energy coming through. It's like you can put on different personalities, different masks when you are around certain people. It's like you can mimic energy as well with your alter ego. Your alter ego is very, I mean, especially this goddess of knowledge, like, you know some shit. And this is very, very ancient, especially with the shapeshifter energy coming through. I feel this is something that you've done for many lives where you're very perceptive and your instincts and your intuition and your senses are very much linked to energy, the feel of it, manipulating energy, moving energy. You can tap into energy, you manifest from this energy, and this is everything of all the wisdom and all the knowledge that your alter ego holds. Your alter ego has kind of, yeah, like I said, multifaceted, because I'm getting like a lot of different personality traits coming through. It's like you have this wise, solemn energy to you, but also with this playfulness, it's like you can switch from being this goddess of knowledge and wisdom and like really grounded, really like earth, especially with the shapeshifter. But then you can come through with this real playful, flirty, light, romantic, youthful spirit that comes through. But this is what people like. Your alter ego likes this. Your alter ego doesn't like to be one thing, especially I guess that makes sense because the shapeshifter is, yeah, that makes sense. Multifaceted shapeshifter is many different things. So you adapt to different energy, different people, kind of very like Gemini energy. You don't have to be, but I'm just kind of like picking up on the different types of personalities and the different, very powerful, this group as well. And it's like you're not all serious because you know how to have fun. And also this is what attracts people to you, especially lovers, friends as well. Just people love that you kind of can lighten up a room. You can't, because especially of this, I can be whoever you want me to be. And especially with your lovers as well, because you're very intuitive and you can be whoever they want you to be. You kind of have this energy too that you can, you do something too with energy when you are with lovers, because, it's like you know what they want, but and it's like you can feel into this and be that energy, or be what they need to be at that time. And also just with certain people, like one-on-ones, even, just in connections, or even in your work that you're doing, there's something where you know how to set the tone. You also know how to change the energy as well, is what I'm getting. So someone was feeling quite down or something, you would pick up on this, and then you would be able to kind of like shift the energy for the person as well. So very powerful. Let's have a look at your other cards. Yes, I just got chills. So I'm getting like air energy as well with this group, and especially air being that you're able, like your words and your visions, you're able to manifest really easily as well. That's what your alter ego can do. It's like your alter ego pretty much holds the key to you being holding this ball of knowledge, very connected to your heart and very connected to your third eye. Sasha, I'm just getting so much air energy. This is how you manifest, and this is your magic. Like, this is really powerful, and this is what your alter ego holds. There's a very fiery energy also coming through. I feel like you use air. Your alter ego would use air and fire to create what they wanted in their life. You're very much linked to, it's just so much ancient Egypt, occult, Kabbalah, like there's a lot of symbolism coming through for this group because your alter ego holds some very, very deep stuff here. And it's like you just have it within you, and it's like you don't need to see because you just know. Like I said, it's, being blindfolded here. It's like you don't need to see anything. It's because you feel into energy. You know what's going on, and your alter ego is very powerful in the sense that it has the key to a lot of magic is what I'm getting. Very, very powerful. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles. Your alter ego can literally just change your life. If you tapped into this alter ego, because it holds all this manifestation power, all this abundance, this magic that you could create from this, you would pretty much be able to change your life around. I know that's sounds very dramatic, but it's kind of what I'm getting. Like I don't want to say luck, but it's like you have the ability by tapping into this to change things, to manifest new things, to turn the wheel, it's like the art of creation, to lead to kind of exactly what you've been looking for is what I'm getting. Okay, and we have past life responsibility and past life security. So I'm getting to your alter ego. I feel that your alter ego, like I said, you lead in a way, or you're able to help people to feel, to change their energy, and this is kind of like a gift that you have. I feel like maybe a lot of you don't want to step into this because you feel like it's too much responsibility, because you've had this in a past life where you didn't want to take on other people's stuff as well. But there's kind of something here that you need to learn in regards to having boundaries and knowing that you could still be doing this work, but you wouldn't have to take on other people's energy as well. Because maybe because you feel a lot of energy, that you also, this could be something that is kind of like a part of your life journey, as in not absorbing and taking on other people's energy as well, but still being able to be in this alter ego energy. Yeah, and especially too, I feel that because you're multifaceted, because you feel so much energy too, that this alter ego would also then like to be alone a lot as well with this card here. There's just so many facets to you. It's like you could want to have a family life, you don't have to, but then you would want to. It's just like you have so many different ways of being. It's just like this alter ego doesn't like. It's like consistently moving like this Wheel of Fortune, that you have so many different gifts and so many layers to you that, there's so much like wisdom as well. Like you've done this in many lives before. There's even like a link to perhaps like shamanic or medicine as well, like a medicine woman or something that you could relate to. Well, it's kind of linked to your past life. Let's see if there's any last messages. Alter ego. But your alter ego is saying that just because you don't want to have responsibility, or you don't want to feel things from people, that you are able to balance this in your life. And just because of all these things and just how you feel, because you feel a lot of energy, that it shouldn't stop you from fully standing into and connecting to this. That's what I'm getting. I don't know, this Emperor card wants to keep coming out. Very much a leader in what you know, very like I said, this group is very, very connected to the ancestors and very connected to your ancient knowledge from your past lives. So opening up to this would definitely, like I said, you would have a shift in your life is what I'm getting, and a shift in perspective. I'm very connected to spirit as well. You probably get a lot of messages as well in your dream time. But yeah, your alter ego is saying don't not stand into this because you're, not wanting to absorb other people's stuff, because you do, but you can be a leader and you can manage the energy in a way that feels right for you. And that's also in taking time to yourself as well, because you're kind of probably really up. It probably goes like real high energy, like it's room. And then you need to kind of like be alone as well, is what I'm getting. Great, and that's all I have for group 2. I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment if it resonated with you. Really appreciate hearing from you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all the information is down below. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Hey Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Today I'm going to be asking the question, who is your alter ego and what messages do they have for you? So let's have a look. So let's have a look at your channeled message. You fall hard but love even harder. Cleopatra vibe, seductress, seducer, power. Wedding. The situation involves marriage. Angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. I'm definitely getting that this group has very different, your alter ego has a very different perspective on life, very different to what society thinks. This group is like, your alter ego is very unconventional. Your alter ego wants to lead from a place that their heart, what makes their heart sing, it's kind of like wanting to live your life the way you want to live it, not by what societal morals or beliefs. It's kind of like your alter ego is pretty much in the expression of, like speaking your truth, being who they want to be, being free. I'm getting real free spirit energy. So even if you have, because this is, so remember this reading is your alter ego, it's not, so you potentially, this is a general reading, have not stepped into this. So, and your alter ego is could be very different to like the life that you're living now, but it's kind of like what is really underneath there, what is really in your soul, and how you're wanting to live your life, and not being, not being conditioned by society or your family or morals or, what is right. It's kind of living your life the way you want to live it. And I feel like your alter ego has especially around love, and especially here this message saying you fall hard but love even harder. So I definitely feel your alter ego just loves from such an open heart space, and perhaps probably linked to you, to me, because this is a part of you. You probably also have loved very hard and have gotten hurt in the past. So you have this energy where people are very drawn to you. They're very drawn to your love, your freedom, because they want to be like you. They want to be like this alter ego. because it's kind of like the freedom and expression of loving really hard, even though there could be this potential of getting hurt. But it's kind of this thing that your alter ego is teaching you, which is about having an open heart space and kind of living life to its fullest potential. This alter ego is really teaching you, because there's a lot of things here around relationships that are coming through and around your heart space, and that you're very sensitive and I'm getting like perhaps really different from other people. Like, you have this seducer power to you, but you're also vulnerable as well, but not vulnerable weak, vulnerable in the sense that your alter ego would show vulnerability, which is really beautiful, as a sign of like, this is who I truly am, and I show myself regardless of what you think of me. That's who your alter ego is. Like, fully naked, fully free, expressing themselves without without caring what other people think of them, is what I'm getting. Your alter ego has very different mindset around, I'm hearing religion, marriage, partnerships. Your alter ego just is very liberated, has like a mindset that's very free, and it's very different from societal norms, is what I'm getting. I feel like I don't know, I'm kind of getting, I feel like your alter ego perhaps doesn't, I mean, this is a general reading, but I'm kind of getting a sense around like views around marriage and things and partnerships. Like, I feel that you have different views about this that not many people do. You kind of your alter ego likes to see things, like live their life their way and sees things from their own eyes, from their own experiences, and through their heart space, not through what other people think or what other people have told them to think, is what I'm getting. This card. I'm also getting a really, your alter ego is very creative and wants to express, whether this be through writing, dance, art, very colourful. I'm kind of getting fashion, like you like to express yourself through your hairstyles, your clothing. Or when I say you, like your alter ego. Your alter ego likes to stand out. Your alter ego also likes to be seen, especially with this seductress energy coming through in Cleopatra. Very you like to adorn yourself. Like, your alter ego likes to look hot, likes to look beautiful, hot, whatever, sexy. You're very, like, your alter ego is very there's a lot of self-love coming through, and not even just being hot for like other people's, your alter ego likes to just feel this energy because they feel it. They like to feel it within themselves, is what I'm getting. Yeah, so fashion, the way you wear your hair is kind of really what your alter ego, but also your alter ego does like to be, I am getting like kind of random words of affirmation. You like to be told that you look really good as well, is what I'm getting with your alter ego. But a lot of creativity, a lot of colour coming through, individuality, expressing yourself differently. And we have the strength. Your alter ego I'm just seeing this whole thing around your alter ego doesn't like to, perhaps this is kind of what you struggle with too, is what I'm getting around, like, this is kind of like what you want to step into, but there's kind of like a lot of things around the mind where your alter ego likes to kind of let things go and not, not kind of get into it. And I feel like maybe this is kind of what you do as well, when you can get quite caring about what other people think, or quite wound up in your own thoughts about things, is what I'm getting. But your alter ego kind of like wants to break free. It's just like freedom. Yeah, your alter ego wants to break free of limiting thoughts, and they just want to express themselves and live their life the way they want to live it. And your alter ego is very strong and independent, is what I'm getting as well. Like, doesn't give an F about what people think. This beautiful, seductress, sexy energy coming through, and very, very strong, very powerful goddess energy coming through. The Strength card. The Lion as well could have some significance to someone as well. And we have a lion here. I haven't looked at that, but it's funny. Recognition. Your alter ego, your alter ego likes to, like I said, wants to be seen, wants to be in charge, attractive. It says, a life devoted to royalty and leadership. Yeah, I seek approval and recognition to feel on track, but I feel like that's kind of like the words of affirmation. You like to hear that. You like to hear how amazing you look, your alter ego. Also just getting like this, like, you don't have to be a Leo, but it's kind of like that energy and that line coming through of the strength, but also the royalty that comes through, and the kind of honor. And it's not like, your alter ego knows they're hot, but, and has this beauty about them, but isn't too showy, if that makes sense. Very, kind of getting still grounded, but definitely likes to be seen. And then we have security, stability. I feel like your alter ego too, like I said, with the vulnerability coming through. It just says, I feel and validate emotional expression. This is exactly who your alter ego is. Very, very emotional sense, very tapped into your intuitive ability, but your alter ego wants to create from this place. This is how you create and express yourself, is through this emotional side of you, this emotional sense and this capacity. Very tapped in kind of like this Pisces energy, like the psychic water psyche. Like you're very in tune with a lot of people and a lot of like undercurrents that a lot of people don't have. Or your alter ego. When I say you, but you know what I mean. Very tapped into the psyche, subconscious, dream time. It's like you see the undercurrents of some rifts that other people don't see, which I kind of feel. Yeah, I kind of feel is like that Pisces energy of what that energy represents. Your alter ego needs to create, needs to verbalize, or in some way the energy needs to be released in some type of creative form, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see any last messages, your alter ego. Yeah, so definitely like this, and I guess with that 4 heart, but love harder, was like that emotional kind of the emotional sense coming through. And the 2 of Pentacles. So definitely your alter ego, like with this Queen of Wands energy. Let me see. Okay, so your alter ego also likes to have choice. They don't want to be, so this Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands is telling me, like, your alter ego doesn't like to be, you need to look into what's next. You want to explore and travel, looking for new things, new opportunities. Like, you like variety, you would get bored. You need good, it's kind of like a balance. Hence why I feel like you would have different ideas around relationships or something, because you might get bored, or it's just like different views, or you don't like to have kind of one job. So your alter ego wants to kind of like shift between different things and not be tied down. And it wants to explore and learn new things. So you're on like art, culture, beauty. Yeah, definitely strong like travel vibes coming through. And again, like Five of Cups, like very connected to your emotions, what has happened in the past. But it's, yeah, especially with that you fall hard with this like Five of Cups, like you've been hurt in the past, but your alter ego is saying, like, your message from your alter ego is like, just because you've been hurt in the past doesn't mean you can open your heart. You know, you can still open your heart to love again, because I feel like this is, yeah, it's kind of like these messages that have come, yeah, the messages that have come through before and like other readings about opening your heart, because this is where like the miracles come from. And even though you've been hurt in the past and you've had like this disappointment and things that have happened to you, this is the past. You moving into the future, your life is going to be amazing. Don't dictate what has happened in the past to create, think like this is how your future is going to be. It's not. Very independent. Nine of Pentacles. Stepping into your alter ego would definitely help financial stability, strength, and really honing into your creative skills and what you're wanting to do in your life is what I'm getting. Great, and that's all I have for pile 3. I hope you found this interesting. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up. It really helps my content. And yeah, leave a comment if it resonated. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all the details in the description box below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Oh. Hey pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to be asking the question, who is your alter ego, and any messages that they have for you that want to come through. So let's have a look at your channeled message. So you got world leader, a cut above the rest, can't talk, a cut above the rest, manic power hits strong. I'll have a, well, I'm going to have a look at these cards, tune into this energy. Okay, so if unrequited love, an angel of the universe, you're being encouraged to expand your thinking, which is interesting because I don't look at the cards, but I channeled this and then you got world leader and then you have like the angel of the universe. You're being encouraged to expand your thinking. I was definitely picking up when I was shuffling the cards for this group that there was something that you're doing to influence on like a global, because I was getting global and then I wrote world leader, but I think it was like, I heard global. So I find that interesting that you got the angel of universe. I feel you're very your alter ego is very tapped into the galaxies. It's kind of not even this world. Is this world, but I also feel you're very tapped into other planets, something around different realms, something around space and time. It's like you understand things on such a different level to many people. Your alter ego. Your alter ego is like, so your alter ego is like the potential of who you is a part of you, but who you may not have stepped into at this point. But your alter ego is a very humble person, and someone that wants to tap into more of this energy. It's like your alter ego is like come here to, like, kind of like as a part of like a life mission, and very telepathic, very, I'm just getting all this communication coming through, especially around like your crown chakra as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming through from I'm just seeing like this light that's coming in through your crown from universal knowledge. So this is like a potential of your alter ego, of who you could really stand and step into to really open up. And it's kind of like you have, your free will, but you could open up to this more, or could open up to this, or even more, to kind of like filter in. Like, it's kind of like these messages want to be given to you, is what I'm getting. They're kind of wanting you to open up more, because there's a lot of information they're giving you that is going to help a lot of people, is what I'm getting. But your alter ego, even though your alter ego is very powerful in a sense, with this manic power hit strong, like you would not like F with this alter ego. Because when you're channeling through these energies, your energy is very destructive. Yeah, I was also getting a very destructive energy from this group, in the sense that, destruction brings creation, right? Like the death and rebirth. Very linked to death and rebirth and transformation, your alter ego is. Like, this is just on like some huge other scale that many people wouldn't understand. So I'm intrigued to know who this group is, because it's a very different energy, very different to the groups. Yeah, because the death and rebirth and the Eight of Swords. It's like your alter ego has the ability. It's something about you cracking into something bigger than yourself, because I feel like if you haven't stepped into this, it's kind of like you would feel trapped, and there needs to be some type of transformation to occur in order for you. It's like some of you, I feel I'm getting the message that your alter ego is saying is that you don't want to see who you truly are and your fullest potential, because it freaks you the fuck out. Because this is some powerful shit. Like, you're breaking. It's like, if you're not tapped into this, you're going to feel really trapped like this. You're going to feel really trapped in the sense that you'll feel that, like she's in this globe, but wanting to break free, because, like into this ocean. But your alter ego has the ability to tap into major consciousness, is what I'm getting, and to bring forth some powerful messages for the collective. But I'm being told that sometimes you don't want to see this, because you really have to look at yourself as well. But this is a part of your journey. You probably have been, especially with this death coming through, your alter ego is one to bring forth many different changes in your life, and perhaps that's why for some of you haven't embraced it, but for some you have embraced it. And it's like, you feel the entrapment, you feel like you're trapped, but it's just an illusion, because if you tapped into who your alter ego is like a fucking world leader, a cut above the rest. And the manic power is your death and transformation, because that's how you evolve and how you bring forth more transformations and openings, so you're able to channel through more. You're able to open up to more of your gifts. You're able to hold more of a powerful, more energy, is what I'm getting as well. We have 3 here. Yeah, your alter ego doesn't care what other people think, and perhaps maybe in your life you've struggled with maybe stepping into a role of what societal or your family members thought you needed to be, whereas this alter ego steps into their own individuality and their own power, and regardless of what anyone thinks. And I feel maybe this has kind of been your life. Maybe you had a thing around codependency, or a thing around like pleasing people is what I'm getting. But your alter ego is pretty much a very strong individual who would live their life the way they wanted to live their life is what I'm getting. Okay. I need this private detective, which kind of like reminds me like Scorpio energy. It kind of just, and Scorpio energy is like the death and rebirth too. It kind of reminds me of, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, the private detective kind of reminds me, like, because you're the psychic, but this isn't just psychic. This is on a whole other scale of channeling through consciousness in the fucking. I'm just saying like galaxies and streaming through consciousness, like. And this says, I'm steady and practical. I set practical goals for strong boundaries. It's definitely, I'm true to my desires and support others in theirs, and I'm responsible for my actions. I just feel like your alter ego is very much, has very strong boundaries because they know their power, and especially because of what power they hold in order for them to be channeling through this type of energy as well. We can put this here. Very balanced, actually, this yin and yang, like the dark and the light coming through, your shadow. Very strong, very grounded, like I was saying with that card too. This is kind of what I'm also getting. I also feel like your alter ego has a thing too around, there's a thing here around like the work that you're doing in relationships, and perhaps still being who you are because you're also teaching other people. You're also, your alter ego has, because it's like the more you would step into this power, the more you're always triggering or helping other people, and this comes forth also in regards to relationships is what I'm getting. I also feel like a lot of people, if you were to stand in this alter ego, would be very drawn to you, but also very afraid of this power that you hold, and almost like a lot of your life would be, I'm getting, would be more devoted to this power, because you wouldn't like dim your light down just to be in a partnership that wasn't in alignment, because you're in this power and this alter ego. The power is the energy is very elevated, so you would have to have a certain people to match your energetic frequency, which I feel that standing in this power, maybe there's something here around you always helping people to heal, but maybe it not always working out. But this is because you're also like this healer and leader is what I'm getting in this alter ego. Let's see if any what messages. There's a thing here around you don't, because this does feel quite heavy and quite strong. So perhaps this is why you don't want to like step into it, because it's like, this is some huge stuff, and it feels, the energy feels really solemn. So I just want to see what your alter ego wants to say. Six of Swords. It's all like crows here and stuff, which is also like very linked to magic tradition, ancient, like the ancient witches as well coming through. For if this is kind of what I'm getting. But there's a very ancient magic too within this. So there is this galactic sense as well, but there's also a very ancient magic, like ritual coming through. But they're saying if you was to step into this, it would kind of be a way for you to rise above, which makes sense, a cut above the rest, to rise above the problems, so-called problems. Of course, you got the Tower. This is the energy. It's very powerful. I mean, death and rebirth and the Tower. All this like power coming through. Tearing things apart, breaking through, transforming. This is where your fucking power is with your alter ego. Like, your alter ego is not afraid. They're saying to him, just because this feels, this is you should be like proud, I'm hearing, to stand into this, because if you did, you were, like I was saying, you'll be able to see things, like your energy will rise and you'll be able to see so-called problems. They're not problems, and I feel if the more you stood into this, they're saying it would be able to help you to actually move away from problems. I mean, we're all still going to have problems in our life, but you'll be able to deal with them in a way that is very, very different. I'm getting Chariot. So it's very powerful, moves really fast, very like, yeah, it's just like real linked to kind of be like the wish, whatever this, even though it feels really solemn and a lot of responsibility, I feel it would actually, they're saying you would have to go through this, like your alter ego wants to go through this, wants to go through the transformation, the Tower, the death and rebirth, opening up, moving up, and this is like kind of, like leads to, oh, that's nice. It's like, now this energy feels different, would kind of lead to more of you opening up to emotionally, because I feel like this alter ego is very strong and very powerful, but it would help for you to open up to more of around your heart space is what I'm getting. This is going to help you on a different level as well. And then in regards to partnerships in your love life is what I'm getting, and especially here, it's kind of like this breaking free and moving away from things that are kind of, that you don't understand or you can't. There's something here around you when your energy would vibrate, and where this alter ego does it, you would kind of be like moving away from, I don't know, it's kind of like lower vibrational stuff. I'll just say lower vibrational stuff. And then this would help to move your energy and your frequency to what you are actually wanting to create, which I feel is like kind of like emotional fulfillment, stability around emotions, and being open to potential or improvement around like love situations. Yeah, definitely around love situations is what I'm getting. Great, and that's all I have for group 4. Yeah, I hope you found this reading interesting. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my content. And yeah, don't forget to, if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd be really interested. And yeah, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all that information is down below. I'll see you in the next one. So yeah.